James. And Ms. James, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25 DCCR 0437. Just a second. You're charged with a third-degree felony offense of hindering apprehension or prosecution of a known felon from March 5th of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? No. So what I'm going to do, Ms. James, is reset your case about 30 days.
This is a classic move in initial hearings. Judges often hit pause, giving defendants a chance to find legal counsel. But here's the catch. If she doesn't come back with proof of effort, her bond could spike, and that means jail. Quick question for you, fair warning or too much pressure?
To give you some time to try to hire someone. If you get someone hired before the next court date, bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They all have different payment plans. If you're sitting in here, you've heard it's not just a game to come in and tell me that you've write 3 numbers down. You need to actually speak with at least 3. The point of this is to try to hire a lawyer, okay? But bring me back the names of those that you've contacted and talked to so that I know you're trying, and we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond and you would have to go back to jail. Do you understand? As a condition of your bond, were you ordered not to have any contact with Jacqueline Young? You were? Okay, I want to make sure you understand how important that is. You cannot have any contact or communication with him. That obviously means in person, but it also means through social media and DMs and whatever else is out there. If I find out that you've had any contact or communication with him, then your bond would be raised and you go back to jail. You understand?
Another reset. Notice the pattern here? The court gives rope, but it's a short leash. These extra weeks aren't freebies. They're a test. Do you think giving defendants more time actually helps justice or just delays the inevitable?
In front of the clerk, she'll give you your reset notice. Good morning. They're calling his name. Good morning. Hey, well, good morning, sir. You David Holland? And Mr. Holland is charged with theft of service. Mr. Boudreaux, what is the announcement?
Your Honor, we've been offered a settlement with the DA's office. I talked to Mr. Coleman on Thursday or Friday, and I had to explain to him, I had to explain to my client that he didn't keep the truck more than probably a day or 2, but it didn't get recovered for about 4 weeks, for about 4 months. And we believe that he'll be able to come up with the money to pay what Mr. Coleman is asking. He's wanting $2,300.
Yeah, I don't need to get all the details. I just need to know if you have something worked out, if you need a little more time.
Judge, could we, I don't know if this is too long to ask for.
30 days is my day.
But about what I was going to ask for was about a month and a half.
Mr. Holland, you've discussed with Mr. Boudreaux what your options are. Do you feel like 45 days would give you some time to get together what the district attorney's asking for? All right, so I will do a 45-day reset. If you get that taken care of, great. If not, when you come back, there'll probably have to be something else that's looked at as far as how it's going to get worked out. Okay? All right. Thank you. Y'all are free to go. Good morning. Are you Brashana Weston? And Ms. Weston, this is your initial appearance in cause number 24 DCCR 2448. You're charged with a second-degree felony offense of burglary of a habitation from June 17th of 2020. Goodness gracious. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? Okay. How old are you?
21.
Okay. This is something that they're saying happened back in when you were, how old were you, 18 or 17?
No, I was way younger than that. I was like 15, 16.
June of 2020. If you were born in 2004. 2004. Mr. Nichols?
Yes, sir.
I just want to double check the dates and her age on this.
Okay, what's her name?
It's Brashana Weston, Weston.
How you spell Brashana?
Brashaw.
And there it is, the breaking point. When probation officers start passing cases back, it's basically code for, "We're done babysitting. The judge just made it clear, one wrong step, and it's prison time." Viewers, do you think he'll finally straighten out, or is this the last stop before a cell?
Give me just a second to pull up. All right. Good morning, sir. How are you? Good. And you're Mason Crooks? And Mr. Crooks, you're on probation for theft of property, a third-degree felony. And I received an administrative hearing. Give me just a second to remind myself. So you've been charged with, it looks like another offense of assault, family violence maybe? Is that correct? But it looks like they're not pursuing that. Is that still the position? And then not reporting online or by mail to Jefferson County for several months.
I have a social.
So,
My wife got a vehicle over the week, so I'll be able to start doing more community service.
are you working? Why aren't you working? So do you not live anywhere where you could get to a job?
I have job applications out for the tire shop by our house to where I can work now between 7 and 2 before my wife goes to work for CNN. We haven't had a vehicle around. It has, and you can ask Mr. Bell, it has been a problem.
You owe so much money. I mean.
I think the thing of it is, Judge, is that Mr. Crooks, he's been on probation for 2.5 years now, being courtesy supervised over in Orange County, and he seems to be coming up with every excuse in the book. And Orange County is just at the point where they're just tired of dealing with it, and they're almost ready to return his case back to Jefferson County, based off of the offense. That is his uncle.
Right.
And so we submitted an order of amended conditions, so, just.
The no contact, I got that. Have there been any other issues since the no contact, since that was signed?
So, no, not since the no contact was signed. We had an issue with walking by the uncle's house, and the uncle called into the probation department over in Orange County, reporting them, saying that, he's taunting or whatnot. And I advised Mr. Crooks to take another route instead of just going by there.
How far apart do y'all live?
I live in Mauriceville, he lives in Orange.
So why would you have been walking by his house?
I had to walk through the neighborhood to get to my direction of home.
From Orange to Mauriceville?
Yes, ma'am. All the houses were instead of 62, 16th Street. I went through all the neighborhoods.
I bet there's any number of other ways that you can go if you're walking from Orange to Mauriceville instead of in front of your uncle's house, who we're having all these issues with.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand? Well, but you keep making mistakes, and your mistake's going to cost you potentially 2 to 10 years in prison, because this is going to be the last time we're in court talking about this, all right? One more call about you walking by a house, showing up somewhere where they are, sending a message, whatever it is, however it is, then you're going to be back in here, and I'm going to ask your probation officer to file an MTRP. If you're not paying the money and we're not getting the victim of this paid back, then you might as well be sitting in prison. So it's time for you to get busy. You've been on probation for 2.5 years, and from this point forward, it is not going to go like it has been. There's not going to be an excuse for everything. Figure it out. Walk, get a bicycle, get a job, and start making payments. I don't care where you're working. Get a job. Figure it out. Make a budget. I want that done quickly. I want you to have a job quickly, and I want you to start making payments, because what happens is if you don't start doing everything you're supposed to, Orange is going to send your case back to Jefferson County. If they do that, 2 options. 1, a motion to revoke your probation because you can't do what you're supposed to over there. 2, you're going to have to come over here and report and do everything in Jefferson County. So if transportation and all of that's an issue with just getting around locally, it's going to be a big issue if you have to come back here. All right, this is it. You're on 0 tolerance at this point. Get it all taken care of, or you're going to be right back in here. All right, thank you. Thank you, sir. You're free to go.